What's up? So I'm back. I want to talk about the biggest and most important metric in SaaS for your SaaS success, which is LTV. You might have heard about this, but I want to go over into why it's so important and why you should really nail down on it and know actually what this means and how to apply this line of thinking to your business. So first things first is metrics. There are metrics in any business, but a lot of metrics are what we call vanity metrics, right? For example, video views on YouTube, likes on Instagram, shares on TikTok, right? Retweets on Twitter, right? All these, yes, social media can drive traffic and make money to your business, but at the end of the day, they can be vanity metrics, right? Because more views or more followers don't necessarily mean more money, right? And so, but that's a video for another time, right? Because you gotta understand that to convert or to increase the conversion rate from views, from numbers on the screen or views or followers to money, you have to produce a certain type of content, but I'll record a video on that later on. But essentially, these are what we call vanity metrics. Now, LTV is not a vanity metric at all, right? It is a metric that matters a lot, in fact. LTV stands for lifetime value, okay? And so what this means essentially is, and this applies not just to SaaS, it applies to any business really. What this means is when someone comes into your SaaS and starts paying you $49 a month, right, per month, how many months do they stay with you, right? If it is, for example, 5 months, that is $250, okay? $250. So this is your lifetime value. So on average, of course, and we have to do the average, right? Because this should be the average of all your clients, because LTV is a lifetime value, and you should be doing the average of all your clients. The average of all your clients is, let's say you have 100 clients, and unusual, on average, if you do the median, right, each one of these are all stay for 5 months on average, okay? So it means that your LTV is $250 per customer. Okay, now why does this matter? For a lot of reasons. First, if you're running ads to your SaaS, you know that you can spend at least $249 to acquire one customer, right? Because if they are worth on average $250, if you're paying $249 to acquire a customer, you are printing $1. Now, ideally, the value shouldn't be this close, but you get my point, right? If, for example, you set that you can, because you want to have some margin, right? You set it so you acquire a customer for 100, you make $150 back. So you're printing money because you're giving Facebook money for ads, right? You do ads on Facebook, Google, whatever, right? And you are paying them, I don't know, let's say your budget is $10K a month, a big budget, right? $10K a month on ads, right? A lot of people come to your site, a lot of people sign up, some don't buy, and some of them become buyers, right? From the signups, they become actual buyers. So out of 10K people, $10,000, sorry, let's say you get 100,000 people in, and a couple of them actually become buyers, right? So on average, a couple of them, you spend $100 to acquire a lead. Hopefully this is making sense, right? And you know this is good, this is safe, because on average, each lead you acquire stays for 5 months, which for this package is $250 in LTV, in lifetime value. So it is a very, very important metric, right? Because again, you know how much you can spend to acquire a lead. Again, this is if you're spending money on ads, which eventually you will get to this point, right? I recommend you just start with organic because it's free. It's not free. It costs time, and time is money, right? But if you're the founder, if you're the owner, you can do the marketing yourself. Now, if you're hiring someone to do the marketing for you, let's say, for example, you're paying $1,000 for a social media manager that's doing YouTube videos, that's doing Twitter threads, that's doing cold email outreach, right? You're paying $1,000 a month for a marketer, right? You, of course, want to see a return. So let's say this is $1,000, get you 10 clients. You know that those 10 clients will be worth $2,500, okay? So 250 times 10. And so you need to know these numbers. You need to know what your LTV is, because you're going to be spending money to market your software. Whether that's direct money you're paying someone or your own time, but eventually you're going to want to hire people to do the marketing for you. You're going to have to pay them, okay? So it's a very, very important metric. And your goal should be to maximize LTV, right? Maximize the lifetime value, because this is very attractive for people or for businesses that want to eventually buy your software, right? If they see, okay, this SaaS has 400 customers, right, with an average LTV of $15,000 or $1,500, okay? This is very attractive, right? Because they know, okay, they have 400 customers, and on average, each one of them spends $1,500. It's pretty good, right? That's pretty cool. Now, the way in which we can increase LTV, pretty simple, it's to just increase your prices, okay? Either get more customers or increase your prices. Now, the easiest thing to do, honestly, is just to increase your prices. Getting more customers is not easy, right? The easiest thing to do is always increase your prices. Now, you can only increase your prices to some extent, right? And also you can only increase your prices depending on your type of business. If you have a B2B SaaS, B2B SaaS, it's going to be quite hard to have a high LTV, because again, B2C, usually it's more customers, less, not as pricey as B2B software. Because for B2B software, you're dealing with businesses, right? And they're more willing, not more willing, they're just more willing to spend much more money because they're businesses, right? And your software is B2B. Now, of course, the downside of B2B is that it tends to be harder to acquire customers. On B2C, it tends to be easier to acquire customers. However, they churn faster, right? Churning is they stop paying you. So the months they stay on, the number of months is usually 1, 2, maybe, depending. And on B2B, it's harder to acquire customers, but the LTV and the churn rate, so the LTV is higher, the churn rate is lower. They tend to stay on for more months, because when a business buys the software, they don't want to be switching out software, right? They stay with the software for a long time, years, right? And so I'll record a video later on which one should you be building, B2C or B2B. We do B2B, but B2C is also cool because you get to be a lot more creative, because you're targeting the end customer. And when you're targeting businesses, you don't have to be, or you cannot be that creative. But yeah, we'll record a video on that. So yeah, this is a metric that you should be targeting and should be looking at every single week or day, right? What's your current LTV, especially if you're spending money on ads, because you want to make sure you're profitable, right? You don't want to be spending money on ads and not profitable, right? You don't want to grow negatively. You're not Uber, right? You're not Uber. You're not a VC-backed company. You don't have a limited money to spend on ads. So you want to make sure you're profitable. So yeah, LTV, super important. Start measuring it. Thank you so much for watching. Check the description. There's 2 links. One for my free SaaS course, 100% free. Just check it out. It's on the description. Has a bunch more cool videos like this one. And 2 is a link for booking a call with me if you want to just chat and pick my brain on anything SaaS related or business related. It's over there. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you on the next one. Cheers.